How is everyone doing? Today is going to be a special day. We will be doing what I call Gumby's Vibe Tribe with none other than a special guest, and it will be the HodgePodgePlace. Yes, the HodgePodgePlace. Christine will be joining me shortly. So make sure, guys, you're hanging out with me. You'll get to know. First off, can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Catastrophic. Can everybody hear me okay? Am I all right? Am I loud enough? Good. Thank you. I normally have music going in the background. It seems awful quiet in here. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Hey, Catastrophic. Let me turn the light on here real quick so we get some light on my subject here so we can light me up a little bit. Country Craft and Charm, welcome in. A Vintage Princess, welcome in. Catastrophic's in the house. Bambi's here. Susan's here. Demon Born, Lisa's here. How we doing, guys? Welcome in. I hope everybody's did everybody have a good weekend? I hope everybody had a good weekend. Now, today's show is just that. It's a show. It's a talk show where we get to know. Trying to get my camera all set. I did. I had a good weekend. It was fun. It wasn't too hectic, busy, relaxed. It was somewhat relaxed. It was somewhat relaxed, and had a fun show. What night was it? Saturday night? Last night? Yeah, it was last night, right? Was it? Yeah, last night. What the heck? I had a fun show last night. Hey, Sasquatch, hung out with really, really cool people, and I just love hanging out with you guys. It means the world to me that y'all want to come in and hang out. Hey, Mike, and hang out with me as well. Matter of fact, let me move this over here. So my YouTube friends, if y'all aren't aware, I'm also on YouTube, and I want to make sure that, hey, Jesse, how we doing, friends? I also want to make sure that all my friends on YouTube can that I can kind of respond to their comments too, because I can't see their comments here and whatnot. So guys, thank you for coming in. I will tell you one thing. I do have a lot of stuff loaded into Buy It Now. And if you want to, in the Buy It Now, this is where, hey, Seven Little Strays, it's going to be, if you want to gift the chat or gift to Christine, the HodgePodgePlace. Y'all know how to do that? It's easy to do when you go in and hit the Buy It Now. You can do a gift to the chat. And you can also select the person you want to send it to. So if you want to send something to Christine, the HodgePodgePlace, all you got to do is type in their name, who you want to send it to. You can do random to the chat. You can buy it for yourself, or you can also do send it to somebody else, and you can also send it to somebody that's not on Whatnot, which is kind of cool as well. I will be doing now if anybody wants to do that, I will, in fact, do a buyer's giveaway as well for at the end of the show when we decide to end it. Don't know how long that's going to last because the last three, how many have I had now? I think this is the fourth one, I think. The last one I've had as the Vibe Tribe show lasted like 3. And here comes the raid. Welcome in, friends. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. And tonight we will be co-hosting. I'm sure y'all are already aware. Let me get this giveaway started real quick first for y'all. Let me get a giveaway for you. 2 glowy pigs, then we'll get Christine in here. Jump in the giveaway right there, friends. There you go. Christine, are you here? Say hello, HodgePodgePlace, and I'll get you pulled in over here, hon. Where is she at? Where is she? There she is. Let me make a tag her from there. There we go. We're going to I know she got to tag herself. Where's she at? Where's she at? Haji, say something, friend. Christine, say something. And I can tag you in. Just say hello. There she is. And we are going to invite the co-host. And here we go.
Sorry, my iPad is broken, so I couldn't type. I'm like trying to type to you, and it won't let me.
That's not good. That's not good. How you been? You have a good weekend?
Good. How are you?
I had a good weekend. I had fun.
Good.
Busy, fun, not too busy, fun. That kind of stuff. So,
always.
First off, I do have a giveaway line for everybody in here if you want to. It's a couple glowy pigs. Nothing special. These pigs are cool though. They do glow in the dark. You put a light on them. They don't glow. I mean, they glow in a black light, but they also glow in the dark, which is kind of cool. So everybody needs pigs. Pardon?
Hi, Glitterbug.
Oh yeah, Glitterbug. Hey, girl. The codes. First off, I talk a lot. Sorry. Everybody knows that, right? I talk a lot, and Christine, the Hodgepodge Place, talks a lot. So this is going to be interesting. So if you need me to shut up, go like this right here, okay? Just tell me, like, I want to say something. I want to say something.
You're
So
good.
so yeah, well, basically what we do here, guys, and on Gumby's Vibe Tribe, uh, Jesse just said yes, Gumby. Is we get to know the people that I think I like to vibe with. In other words, people that I think like me or act like me or that kind of stuff. So, Christine, I from the very first time I saw you on Whatnot, I was like, this chick right here, and don't take that wrong. That's a term term of endearment.
You're fine.
This chick right here is has got it going on. She understands. She understands what's happening. So for all the, I mean, I'm sure you brought all your friends with you. So for all the folks that don't know you, explain kind of what you do, how you do it, how you got on Whatnot, and that kind of stuff. And I'm going to shut up for a minute.
Sure. I had a thrift store, so I have a store. I have antiques, collectibles, jewelry, glassware, clothing. I started on Whatnot a year and a half ago now in October. I didn't know I like to tell people that, I started my first few shows, I sold nothing. I love you too, Oliver in here. Um and then just grew I don't know why. I feel like I'm out of my element 7 o'clock. Once I get talking, I'll start talking. But for some
You
reason, I don't know what to
just talk.
say.
Just talk.
Who doesn't? If you don't know if you've never been to one of my shows, raise your hand. I'll personally introduce myself to just people that have never had me before. Ah, I did start a YouTube channel, which I'm excited about. So I added some new stuff to my YouTube today, and I was like, okay, Gumby will be proud of me because
I am
Gumby's like
proud of you.
killing
Yes,
it.
I am.
I know. And I watch your things every day, and I only subscribe to 2 people, you and D. So I'm like, okay, good. So that's one thing that I was like, all right, he'll be proud of me for that today. Don't raise your hand,
Speaking of
Molly.
D, hang on. Look at this. Look what I found today. Y'all love this.
Ooh, oh, D-faced. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Sorry.
That is awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that you guys are the only people I follow on YouTube, so doesn't even subscribe to me. Darren, I didn't even know you had a YouTube. I'll subscribe to you right now. Well, in a minute.
So shameless plug right here. Guys, if you're not subscribed, and is your name of your channel the Hodgepodge Place, right?
Yes.
All right. If you're not subscribed to the Hodgepodge Place on YouTube, YouTube is hard work, guys. It really is. It's hard work. Now, with 400 million followers like you have on Whatnot, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. So
I don't know. I've had it for like 3 months now. I only have 200 subs, so it's hard.
It is hard work, yeah.
Yeah.
But now you got to get it out there. You got to talk about it. You got to promote it, all that kind of stuff. So I've had mine for I think my very first. Here comes the giveaway, and it's going to go to none other than Country Craft and Charms. Thank you, my friend. You get the 2 piggies.
I did.
Squirrel. Crap. Oh, YouTube, yeah.
True.
It's tough work. It really is. It's tough work.
All of it. A lot of work.
It is. It's tough, but you stick with it and you be what's the word I'm looking for on a regular basis. You got to do stuff on a regular basis and consistent. That's the word. And it comes. It does come. You also have to have content people are looking for. Now, if you're looking to get monetized, it's a whole different subject. We can talk about it later. But it doesn't happen overnight. People think it does. It does not happen overnight.
No, it's a lot of work. And I mean, I just started my Instagram however many months ago, 6 months ago, and like concentrated on growing that, and then was like, okay, now I need to branch out. And then after I'm trying to just do the YouTube, but it's crazy even having followers on here. Nothing computes. Like, it's all different in every platform. So you have to find what works on each platform, and content is different on each platform, and social media is a full-time job, so it's a lot
It
to
is.
do, so.
Be honest
I
with you.
never watched YouTube before. So to like not ever watch YouTube to going to having a YouTube, I have to learn completely what to do.
If I had my choice, I would go strictly YouTube. But right now, it
Really?
don't make me any money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
that's interesting.
yeah, I love it. I love it. And I'm in again. I like going live. I like going live on YouTube. Um, I like going and hanging out. After 99, you stop trying. The sky's the limit. Well, oh yeah, that's what I told my sons. I started 9 months ago. My very first video, I started because I said, well, I need to have a YouTube channel because I'm selling on whatnot, because that's the thing to do, right? Well, I made a video of this big, huge paperweight. It was a short, and Sue Fields bought it. Matter of fact, if y'all know Sue Fields, she bought it, and that video stayed there forever. It's got like, I don't know, maybe 100 views, right? Nothing serious. And so I just stopped. And about 3 months ago, I really decided that I'm going to start going with YouTube. I'm really going to start focusing on trying to build my YouTube and see if I can get YouTube to help whatnot and whatnot to help YouTube. Well, I've been somewhat successful, I think, because in the last 3 months,
For sure.
I'm now over 1,500 subscribers.
That's great. I just looked not even like a month ago, you only had 1,000. You're doing
Right,
great.
right.
That's
So
amazing.
as it gets bigger, then it kind of steamrolls a little bit, which kind of the same thing as whatnot on any other platform. So
That's
but
awesome.
so you got the three. If anybody don't know about YouTube, the three things of YouTube are, first off,
Thank you,
there you
sus.
go. There you
Thank
got a
you, sus.
subscriber, guys. You have
Yay.
to get, if you want to get monetized, but in other words, you make money off of it, and it's not big money until you get huge. I mean, huge, huge. You got to get 1,000 subscribers. That's your first thing. Then you've got to have one of two other elements. One of the elements is 10 million views of shorts in 90 days, and it's a rolling calendar.
Wow.
I got up to almost 500,000 in 90 days, but think 500,000 compared to 10 million,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, gosh. And I mean, I was having to do short after short and short and short, and it wasn't, I couldn't get the views until you get one of those that go viral, right? You need a
Coffee
viral
ice cream.
video.
Oh, it's free.
No, it does not cost anything. It costs zero. So please subscribe to both of our channels, the Gumby Man and the HodgePodgePlace. Or 10 million or 4,000 hours, watch hours. Yeah, in the last 365 days. So that's a good thing. So now what I'm working on, and shorts watch hours don't count. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No, I didn't either until about 2 months ago. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm racking up the hours. Wah, wah,
Oh,
wah.
geez.
so so it's got to be either uh, lives or going back and actually watching anything over that minute short. So it's got to be another thing. How do you make money on YouTube? I'm old too, son, whatever. So I started off about a month and a half ago. I had 60 watch hours. Okay, I need 4,000. So now I'm concentrating on lives and longer videos, and I'm up to a little bit over 300. So still, it's nowhere near where it needs
Do
to be. But
you
anyhow, that's
multicast? Like, are you multicasting right now?
I am right
You
now.
are.
So, as a matter of fact, uh, there's all my I got people in my YouTube chat right there
That's
commenting.
awesome. Hi,
So yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. So that takes a while. So I try to talk to some guy. Is this your boyfriend? Now YouTube people are different. Okay,
Yeah.
YouTube people. I love them though. I love them,
It's
but
like
they're
going
different.
live on TikTok. TikTok is different. It's a
Yeah,
different beat.
TikTok
Yeah.
is this level. YouTube is here, and then whatnot's down here.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, it's crazy. Lots of craziness on other platforms, but
Right. But it's fun. It's fun, and it's a journey I'm looking forward to. It is.
good.
Um, oh, I didn't I didn't know what people were saying. I wasn't paying attention. So Kylie is saying to keep it PG, folks. You're right, but all right. So we talked about your whatnot. So how did you get started? Did you have a thrift store before whatnot, right?
Yes. So I had a thrift store and I wasn't selling online at all, kind of like here and there eBay, but just doing the store. And I had a woman come in and I'd never met her before. She was from Tennessee and I live in upstate New York. And she came into my store and she said, "Have you ever heard of Whatnot?" And she's like, "My friend sells on there and she does great." She's like, "I think you should try it." And I was like, "Okay." So I looked it up. I watched a couple shows. I did a few shows, didn't sell anything, and but then I kept watching and learning and was in everybody's show and everybody's chat, and I spent entirely too much money, and then
Yep.
it snowballed from there.
Yep.
But I had never heard of it until I started doing it in October of last year, or
So
2 years ago now.
October of 23,
22.
22,
2022. So a year, it was a
22.
year in October, so a year and a half.
See, and that shows you. So, Hodge, do you make more money from your store or your platforms?
My store is officially closed because of this, because of Whatnot. Um, I was making 90% of my money on this platform. So I made the decision in January to close my brick and mortar location, close my physical location, and shift just to this. So all I do is sell on platforms. I'm able to do more shows. I'm able to go live more often. I'm able to get things out quicker. Like I can sell 150 things and ship them out within one day because I do not have to clean and organize and price and worry about customers inside of a store. So this is all I do now.
But you kept your location. You use
Correct.
it
I
for
still
your
have the
whatnot.
location.
Yep.
Yep. I still sell out of the location. I'm not out of the location now because it's Sunday night and I'm home. But I still have the location. I still bring everything there. I still sell and ship out of there, but I am not open to the public.
Right. And here's the cool thing about whatnot. For all these, I mean, right now there's a huge influx of new sellers coming. I mean, huge. I mean, hundreds upon hundreds. It seems like when I first applied, I was told, you got to make sure you do this and this and this and this and this. You got to have inventory, which I had because I was selling out of this building. I'm a legitimate business. However, I mainly did everything online. Right, I did everything online. I sold on several other platforms. One of which was I would say it was Marketplace, and we had local pickups. So you're familiar with that, having local pickups, and that's why I got my building here. But when Whatnot came along, sounds like a YouTube comment right down there. I'm 10. Um, but when Whatnot came along, my son introduced me to Whatnot. He was selling. He goes, "This is a platform where you can go on and you can sell live." I'm like, "Do what? Explain it to me." He goes, "He talked about scheduling shows and this and that," and I'm like, going, "What the heck? I'm an old guy. I can't do that kind of stuff." And so I watched one of his shows. I go, "You know what? I could probably do that. I got enough inventory." And at the time, I did not have internet here at my building. I did not have internet here at my building, so I brought a bunch of stuff from here to the house. My youngest son had moved out for college, so I took his room over for a show. And my first show, I sold $221 worth of stuff. I'm going like, oh my gosh, this is
That's
crazy. And I mean, it was probably 12 or 15 items, salt and pepper shakers or whatever I had floating around. And it was fun. And I got hooked. I got
Oh
hooked bad.
yeah.
And the problem with me getting hooked is that I went all into Whatnot rather, and I let some of my other platforms kind of fall by the wayside. Looking back at it, I probably wouldn't have done that. I would have tried to keep an even keel, maybe not jump as deep into Whatnot. So my suggestions to you guys that are new, that are sellers, if this is your only platform, fine, go with it. But if you're selling on other platforms now and you are successful, don't let them slip. Stay with what you're doing. So anyhow, I'm sorry, I talk a lot. Squirrel.
You're good.
So I've got a lot of questions, right? I'm sure, and guys here in the chat, y'all have questions too. There we go. The father says, "Haas, what's your secret to Whatnot success? Seems to me it's your willingness to help." And I have to agree, but go ahead.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you for saying something nice, that you think that that is the reason. I hope that that is a huge part of the reason that I am successful on here, because I do. And she's a lovely human being. Thank you, Sand Clamps. What are you drunk? What is that nice comment for? I appreciate. I do try to help. I try to give back to this community. I try to be there. I do volunteer my time every single week. Thank you, ADK, to be there and help and support. I do try to show up and be who I say I'm going to be. And on top of that, I try just the basic things. I try to be consistent. I have consistent shows. I have quick shipping. I try to make sure that I provide good customer service. Like, I do all those other things, but I do think that being, I love you guys too. I do think that being here and being part of the platform, like I said, I did have to, like me doing this Sunday night show. I did a Sunday night show last week too, is outside of when I have, like, I had to set limitations myself, because for my first 6 8 months I was on Whatnot 12 hours a day.
Yep.
And I think that that helped me gain momentum and get success. But the people on this platform became my best friends and became the people that I wanted to hang out with on a Sunday night and I wanted to sit and talk to. So I spent so much time, exactly. So I spent so much time on here. I had to get, and now by saying that I had to cut back, I had to go from 12 hours a day to 8 hours a day. Like, it's not like
Right.
I'm not still very present on the app, but I think that that helped me to gain success as well. Just being here all the time and creating those relationships with people and showing up for people and having people show up for me with no apologies. Thank you so much. You guys are so I also stop reading comments usually, because then I get like emotional and cry. So, but I appreciate everything you guys are saying. It's very
And
nice.
I can understand when you have she has her Thursday therapy or therapy Thursdays. I think is how you call
Yeah.
it, therapy Thursdays, right? Unfortunately, I'm at work. I try my best to tune in, but a lot of times at work, I've got a pretty stressful job. I try to tune in, so I'm mainly listening in the background. And I hear my name or something like that, I say something. Um, but it's all right. Lost my train of thought. There we go again. You ever do that? Do you ever do
Never.
that? What was I saying? Oh yeah, about trying to help. Uh, I believe deeply in that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't have any problem whatsoever. Again, I'm not this rock star like Hodge is right here, right? Christine, I'm not a rock star like her. But I anytime, and I'm gonna say this, anytime anybody has any questions or suggestions or anything that shipping questions or whatever, I answer my email, my whatnot messages. I check them every day. If you need anything, reach out to me. I am honestly there, and I know y'all getting all these. How'd you getting all these comments? I love it. That's why I have you. Yeah, eggplants and more in the bot now. Right. Thank you. As a matter of fact, I did that on purpose. Uh, Yes, and she was my dance partner. I did that on purpose, and what I did, matter of fact, I had a show earlier today. I was celebrating a seller's 1 year whatnot anniversary, and I put stuff in the buy it
I
now.
can't believe that's your daughter. Sorry. I can't
You
believe
what
that's
now?
your daughter. I love Bougie Jen. I call her Bougie
Oh
Jen.
yeah,
She's
yeah, bougie, yeah, boogie Jen, boogie
Bougie
Jen.
Jen. I call her Bougie Jen.
Um, so yeah, I put stuff in the buy it now. If you
I,
want to gift to Hodge,
oh,
you
that's
can
nice
do
of you.
so. That's what it's there for. So I'm not pushing nothing. There you go. After the Chico just did it. An eggplant. so y'all are
That's
welcome to do that.
awesome.
Again, I'm not. There's no pressure. But
Thank you.
however, I will tell you this: if you want to do that and gift to Hodge, I will have a buyer's giveaway. Let me show you what that's going to be. This may change your mind if y'all want to gift to her. A micro mosaic
Ooh, that's pretty.
as a buyer's giveaway. So if anybody wants to jump in on that, that's there. So
Ooh.
again, I don't push this, but yes.
Afternoon's like, no one else buy anything. So just win it on me.
But it's there. Yeah, that's right. It's well, if you only well, there's been 2 sales, so it's a 50-50 right now. Anyhow,
Should definitely gift
now
things.
y'all should No, y'all should definitely, yeah, do it right. Yeah, do it. Um, I got a list of questions because if I don't write stuff down,
You're
I'm
prepared.
bad. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I had a big piece of cardboard I was writing on, but I decided, I said I don't want to steal Hodge's thunder. All
Oh, it'd
right.
be funny.
Uh, so we talked about your store. So when I don't think we ever finished that conversation. We went off on a tangent. How long have you had your store, and when did you first get interested in reselling, even if it was before your store?
Sure. So I did it as a hobby for 15 years before opening my store. So I used to go to auctions when I was a kid with my grandmother and then with my stepfather when I was like in my young 20s. And then I used to, with my ex, we used to go to auctions all the time, like every night off, every weekend. Like that was what we did. And we did as a hobby. And I have garages full of stuff and we used to sell on eBay, and then the reselling was just a part-time thing. It was a side hustle. Oh, thank you for your random gift.
Yeah, those are cool. I like
um
we're gonna do that. That's fun.
yeah, it was like a side hustle, so it was just fun. We both had full-time jobs and we just did it for a hobby. And then I opened my store in I bought it December 2020, 2021, 2020.
Here's what happened before the pandemic, during the pandemic,
It
or
was
after the
during the
pandemic.
pandemic. I purchased it during the pandemic. I'm gonna say
2020,
I
probably
didn't open
2020.
it until 2021.
Okay,
But I bought it in 2020 and then I opened it like 6 months later, 8 months later. So I had it in 2021 and then I closed just now. So I was open about 2 years, maybe 2022. Maybe I bought
right.
it in 2021, opened in 2022, closed in 2024. So I had it a little less than 2 years.
Gotcha, gotcha. So so that's what got you into the reselling early, was just going to flea markets and auctions and early
Auctions.
20s and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah,
what
so
what were you what were you saying?
I'm not good at like estate sales and I don't go to garage sales, and I live in New York and we only have garage sales like 3 months out of the year. So
Because
I
of
always
weather.
everything
Yeah,
that I got from auctions, and I
right,
liked to go to, but and this was before COVID when we had live auctions and I could go and get like lots of stuff. Now
right.
everything's online. I still buy from auctions. It's just not as much because it's more expensive because no one does it anymore.
Do you prefer a live auction or the online auction?
I prefer a live auction.
Yeah.
As far as a reseller, 100%, I prefer a
Yep.
live auction.
Yep.
I Because you can get things a lot less expensive. There's not as many people. It's not open to as many people. You can be there. I also like the atmosphere. You're terrified, so I love it.
I do too.
I love the atmosphere of a live auction. I love the the people and the chaos, and it's just fun, and I people watch and it's crazy, and the things you see are crazy and hear are crazy, and it's just a lot of fun. I remember the first auction I ever went to, Molly, I'll tell you this if you're scared. I remember the first time I ever went as an adult. I think I was like 23, 24, and it was a Friday night, and I was like, "We're doing what?" And so I put like a bottle of wine in a mug, and I'm like, "If I'm gonna have to drink to get through this, because I don't know what's happening." Like halfway through the auction, I just sat there with my hand up the entire time. I bought a car full of stuff. I don't even know. I tried to like jump out the car going 75 miles. It was a rough night, but I was like addicted after that. So then every Friday night, I was eating. The auctioneer's mom would make dinner every Friday, so you could
Right.
buy like a bowl of
Yep.
spaghetti meatballs for $1 or, whatever. And so whatever she was making for dinner, we ate. And so it was like Friday nights, we would go there and that would be our Friday night. We'd sit and we'd eat whatever this woman made. We'd have sloppy joes and sit at an auction. And I did that for 10 years and I loved
Hot
that. I
dog
love the
plate,
in-person
whatever.
auction.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Party
I
animals.
love the thing I love about live auctions is you get that you're always looking. Is that one person that buys what I buy here today?
Always.
Oh crap! They're here. I guess I'm gonna be spending some more money tonight.
Yep. I look for their car while I'm pulling up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh crap,
Yeah.
there's their car. There's the van. I knew it. Like you know who's gonna bid. And then you get like we talked about spite bidding. Darren and I have talked about
Oh,
spite
I
bidding
do that
before.
all the time. All
Me
the
too. I'll
time.
be like I will bid people like I won't do it if I like them, but sometimes people are so mean. One time I had a big man try to fight me over a Batman cup, and I was like, you
No.
don't. Our storage unit's worth it. Sometimes around here, Back to the Future, not always. So the last storage unit auction I went to, one of the storage units was just rocks.
Right?
They lifted it and it was like 20,000 stones, just rocks. It was crazy. Gumby's frozen. Am I frozen too?
I'm not. I'm good. Hang on.
Okay. So I bought 2 storage units that day at that storage unit auction, and one storage unit I paid $20 for. We opened it, and the first thing we found needles and drugs, and so we ended up just throwing the entire unit away, so it cost us more money than we made because we
Yep.
didn't want to touch anything because everything was it was bad. But then the second unit we got was full of tools and fishing stuff and hunting stuff, so that unit made it worth it, but it was a lot of work. So around here, storage units are really hit or miss. Like, I feel like you really have to know, not sellable, well, they might have been sellable drugs. If they were olds. Blasphemy. So they it's hit or miss, but people have like tie-ins. Like, I know storage unit sellers on here that are in California that get storage units from New York shipped to them because
Yep.
they know where to get them. Around here, the ones I've been to have not
Right.
been worth
Hey, I'm gonna say something real quick. Hey, Kylie, that was a link I sent you. So that was why I was frozen. Sorry. Oh, you didn't see it? Did you not get it? I'm sorry. Things happen. So you got to take care of business sometimes. But yeah, you're right. My middle son, it just started buying storage units. He just started buying storage units. He bought his first one. He paid $100 for. It was a 5x8, and he turned it around. He's bought it 2 weeks ago. He's still selling off of it, and he's made $650 off of it. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
small potatoes, but it is what it
Yeah,
is, right? It is what
for
it is.
sure.
So all right, the next thing here. No, hang on. See here. All right, what other platforms? I know you talked about uh, the hybrid. You want to talk about that, and you can direct people to your website if you want to. I'm probably going to freeze for a second because I got to send a message real quick, but I'll still be
Sure.
here.
So, I sell very little on other platforms except for Hybid. So I sell very little on Marketplace, very little on eBay. I do live auctions through Hybid though, but Hybid is in-person pickup only. So only if you are local to me. I won't ship anything through Hybid. Everything I can ship, I sell through Whatnot. And then if it doesn't sell through Whatnot, so like right now, if you look at my Hybid, there's whole lots of stuff with all sorts of it's mostly overflow. Yeah. So like right now I just posted an auction on Hybid, and you can get trinket lots out of my, but I sell them to like resellers around here, like Back to the Future might buy it. So like this is a lot that I have on Hybid right now. That's a lot of green glass, but it's a lot of green glass that I have attempted to sell on Whatnot multiple times, didn't sell, so I put it in a bundle, and I'm selling it on Hybid. Same thing. Like I bought 400 dolls the other day, and I'm doing lots of them on Hybid. So Hybid is an in-person, but then that's where I sell all my big stuff. So like I'm selling
Yep.
that on Hybid right now. Like that's an in-person pickup auction. It's for things that I can't ship. Like I have this giant, bed frame that I'm selling on there. Big things. So that's a lot. That's an in-person or overflow.
And that's kind of what
Some
I use Marketplace
like
for my big
it's
stuff.
kind it's not like OfferUp because it's an auction site. So you post everything, it runs for 2 weeks, and you can bid on it just like you would bid on here, but it runs for an extended amount of time. Yeah. So if you look up highbid.com and you type in your zip code, it'll show you any auctions that are in your area, and you can bid on things. And that's a good way if you're a reseller. It's a good way to get merchandise for this, and you can get stuff shipped to you too, but shipping on Hybid is so expensive. So like you're gonna pay $17 to ship this remote, you're gonna
Yep.
pay $80 to ship this pillow. Like you're gonna it's shipping on Hybid's very expensive, so I only do local Hybids.
Yeah. I've had I do online auctions from time to time as well, and sometimes it's auction maybe an hour away, right? And I'm in the last day, and I'm doing my best to not win because the things I really
Yeah.
wanted are going way too high. I'm out, but I've also got a couple of little small things like crap. I'm not bidding no more. I'm not bidding, but every once in a while I still get you won this one item for $1. I'm like, crap,
Yeah,
I
I do
won.
that too. And then I'm either having to, because usually if I'm going to drive, there's no auctions near me. So every auction near me is like an hour away. If I'm going
Right,
to drive an
right.
hour away, I want a car full of stuff. So I will try to win until it gets to where I know I'm not going to win anything. And then I try to lose everything. I do
Yep,
not want to drive an
right.
hour to pick up one thing.
Yep. And I made the mistake one time. I tried to contact most of the auction houses to the site I use. I can contact them and say, "Hey, I won that one item. I paid for it already." I said,
Keep
"Give it
it.
to some,
Yeah.
give it to somebody." Because I don't want them to be stuck with it. I'll say, "Give it to somebody." Well, one time I won something,
Yes.
and I emailed them, I texted them, I called them, no response whatsoever, zero response. I said, "Well, oh well, they came to pick up and gone. Nothing happened." A week later, I got a phone call and said, "This is so and so with so and so auction company. Just want to let you know we're going to ship this out to you. It's going to cost you this much money." I mean, something like this small, they were going to charge me $29
Yeah.
because they have a fee, and I understand. I get it.
Yeah.
It's in their terms of
They have a
service.
packing fee and yeah.
A transportation fee to start with,
Yep.
and then they have the fee that the place charges just one without compacting, then the shipping fee, then the packet. I mean, come on, people.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody's got to make $1. I get it, but that's ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have
But
been banned for life from multiple auctions around here for not for doing that. Like I won something for $1 and I said, I'm sending you $5 right now. Please give it to the next person. Please keep it, throw it away. I don't care. I'm giving you $5. I owe you $1. And then they like banned me for life for not picking up. So I was like,
I
well,
know,
that's fine.
yeah, and this particular auction house, because they did that, I no longer bid with them. I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't kick me. They didn't kick me because
I
I said, "Go ahead."
created a different account and I shop out of my stepfather's account now.
There you go. I paid them the $29. They shipped the stuff to me. Luckily, luckily, I was able to get my money back. I was able
Oh,
to,
that's good.
yeah. Hey, Holly, how are you, hon? I was able to get break even. So, that's fun stuff. Oh, here's what are your favorite items to sell on Whatnot? What are your personal favorite items to sell?
To sell,
That's a tough one, isn't it?
it is because I I like to sell glassware, but I hate to ship glassware.
Right. So therefore,
So
that's not your favorite item to sell, then.
right. So I hate to sell clothing, but I love to ship clothing. So
Okay.
I don't like to sell anything, or I like everything. It's like I like everything or I hate everything. Um, I would say my favorite things to sell are probably Dorothy's items or homemade items because they're special items, they're cute items, and they ship easy. So I feel like those are probably my favorite things to sell.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I would have to say to me, I like shipping paperweights. Paperweights are easy,
Yeah,
you
paperweights
know.
are
So,
easy.
so I like having them. I like selling them. They bring people joy. So to me, I would say paperweights is my favorite thing to sell on Whatnot because of all the above that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
They're small. They don't take up a lot of space. They're pretty. They bring joy. They're easy to package some bubble wrap, rub some tape, and put them in a box. Pat them up. They're out the door. Small
Yep.
boxes. They go way over a pound anyhow, so you're not going to worry about the
It's true.
15 ounces or 16 ounces, right?
Yep. She's right.
So,
Weights are my favorite things to ship. I love weights. I love weights
weights.
anyway. I want 100,000 of them. I'm gonna have a whole my house is very plain, right? It's just white walls. There's nothing. I have one picture. Like I have nothing on my walls. Some point when I become a grown up, I'm gonna have
I'm
those.
never going to grow up.
I
Don't
know I'm
grow
gonna
up. Don't
have
do it.
those little knick-knacky things over a whole wall, and I'm gonna have all be like weights and little glass animals and everything. Oh yeah, my house is very boring. It's just white walls, gray floors.
I
I
know what
have
you need.
nothing.
I
It's
know what
very
you
boring.
need. You need those little stair steps. You ever
Yeah,
seen
that's
them?
what I want. Those like those trays, those little whatever trays.
The little,
Um,
the printer trays. The printer trays.
where do you guys get boxes from? I get boxes multiple places. I get a bunch of my boxes, maybe half my boxes. I get from USPS. I just order them right online. They bring them to me. They're free. And then I get boxes. I put on Facebook that I take boxes, and I have a couple people that come. I call them my box fairies, and they just drop off boxes all the time. Handmade items, they work so hard on. That's true. Yeah, the typeset trays. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Lee, the little.
printer's
I
trays. Yeah, that's
love
what I'm saying.
those. That's I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
whole wall of them sometime when I become a grown up. Some point.
Dollar Tree gives people free boxes. Actually, look, that's true too.
Yep,
Um, I do have one set of boxes that I buy because I ship a lot of. I have a 4 inch by 6 inch, 4 by 4 by 6 inch box I use, and I've got a local company I can buy them through. So I buy them about 30 cents a piece,
that's
um,
nice.
and I buy like 100 of them, about 100 at a time. And I'm always got them. When I get down to about 25 left, I'll buy another 100. I try to reuse any any packing
Oh yeah, I
materials that I
reuse
got.
every.
But there's times you still got to buy stuff. You still got to buy it.
So I try not to buy boxes because I buy poly mailers and I buy those plastic sheathing
Yep,
or whatever, but I
yep,
spend a couple $100 just on those. I
yep.
spend thousands of dollars on bubble wrap and paper, so I try not to buy boxes. Sometimes I have to buy small boxes if I'm going to have a show that I know is going, but I buy so much from Whatnot that I can reuse all
Yeah.
those. But I
Don't we
spend
all?
yeah, right. I spend thousands a month on packing supplies that if I also had to buy boxes, it would be unrealistic. It would be so much money. So yeah, we're all guilty of
We're
that.
all guilty.
Yes, I
Who
have. You're on a bunch of boxes right now that I bought that I'm opening currently. So I have boxes everywhere of things that I bought. I don't even know who that's from, but he wants to get a new
All right.
drone. He wants to get a new drone.
Okay, here's a good question for you.
Is it
The
gonna be
top.
Oh, trying to get where the lighting is better. It's kind of better over here. I'll put you right there. Okay.
The top 2 or 3 things that you have found in the wild, or I mean, that would be. I know you say you're not a big thrift store. You say not a garage sale person. You're a thrift store person, though, right?
Yes, I do like
So
thrift store.
so top 2 or 3 things that you have found in the wild at a thrift store, or wherever.
So we have nothing in New York. I don't find anything here ever. So I'm gonna say the top things I don't think I've ever found anything that I've been able to resell for over $100 in the wild.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah. The only things like I've been able to find boxes of things like at the regional market. I can go and I can grab a box and fill it and pay $5 for the box and make $500 off a box, but it's all little tchotchke crap, whatever. As far as like a singular item, I've never found anything over at a thrift store that I've been able to sell for more than $20. I've never found a swung vase in the wild. I've never seen a piece of bittersweet glass except for the one piece or two pieces that I bought on Whatnot. I've never seen one in person. So I don't see or get any of that around here. Everything that I get that is glass, I have to purchase from antique stores here. I find nothing in the wild. Every piece of Fenton, every piece of glass, everything I get here. When I go to Lake Placid and Lake George, I need to come 80K. Every piece of glass that I get, I buy from antique stores here, not in the wild. I find
That's a good
nothing.
question. That's a good question. Board to thrift. What's your best Whatnot source flip?
Something I bought on Whatnot.
Yeah.
She's saying that because she bought something from me for $100 that she stole. She sold for like 400,
You
which is
know,
great. I'm proud
it
of you.
happens. And you know what?
Oh, it happens
If
all the time.
if someone buys something from me,
Yeah,
I made my money off of it. I don't care.
100%. Me
I
too.
don't
I
care.
agree. I hope you make money off of me. I hope if I sell Bougie Jen. So, um, I generally, and I'm got yelled at by Living Bliss a million times. If I buy something on Whatnot and I sell it on Whatnot, I lose money 9 times out of 10. Because I buy it from people that I want to support and I want to, help and whatever, and I pay like full price for it and I'll sell it for whatever. But as a lot, I purchased a jewelry lot from someone. I think I got like 50 brooches for about $50 and I turned that into a couple $1,000s by
Yeah.
individually selling them by piece. I hate selling jewelry, but that was the biggest, I would say, Whatnot flip I've ever had is jewelry.
So you bought the jewelry off of Whatnot.
Yes, I bought the
Gotcha.
jewelry off out of a lot on Whatnot, like a whole case of jewelry for whatever. I don't know what's in it, that type of thing. And then I went through and I individually looked at everything, looked at the signatures, pieced everything out, sold them individually. And that was my biggest
I
turnaround.
did kind of the same thing. I bought it off Whatnot, but I didn't sell it on Whatnot.
Yeah.
I bought a big box of jewelry, like you said. I paid $225 for it though.
Yeah.
But I ended up piecing it out probably over a year's time, and made about $3,000.
Yeah.
Now my quickest flip was I picked up a bag of jewelry. Someone had individual bags of jewelry at the flea market, and they had, $5 on them. I said, "How much for the whole bag?" And it was like 25 or 30 pounds of jewelry. And they go, $25. I go, of course, you gotta do this. If you're in the flea market, you don't say, "Will you take 20?" Then you're
Yeah.
not doing it right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
not good at that. I'll say, "Oh, I'll give you 30." That's why I'm bad at this. I'm the opposite. I can't do it.
no, I mean, I'll say
Can't
it.
do it.
I'll say, will you take 20? They go, "No, I gotta have 25." I don't hesitate, but
Yeah.
I've got to ask the question.
That's
Um,
good. Wish I'm
because
getting back. I wish I was good at that.
you got to. There's nothing
I know.
wrong. Again,
I
I'm
know.
not I'm not gonna sit there and juice somebody down. I'm not doing that.
Right.
That's that was politically incorrect. I apologize. That's just, I'm old school. Sorry about that. But you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit
Yeah.
there and pound somebody, try to get $5 off. I'm not gonna do that. I call her Boogie Jen. I
I
call
call her
her, you go Bougie Jen.
bougie
Um,
Jen.
so I said, "Will you take
Ooh,
$20 for it?" They go, "Yep, sure will."
all Italian
Uh,
food.
so,
Darren.
so I took it, and that night I turned that $20 into almost $750 worth of sales, selling it piece by piece on Whatnot,
Yeah.
and just going through it, you know, run her past, and we did that, and it was fun. It was so much fun. Um,
That's
oh
how
God,
I buy
let me
my
tell
jewelry
everybody,
too, but I
guys.
pay a lot for it.
Pardon?
That's how I buy my jewelry in person too, but I usually pay a lot for it. So like I bought 16 pounds of jewelry for $150 the other day. So like
Yep.
I usually pay a lot. Still make a couple $100, but for sure pay more than $20 for a bag
Yeah,
of
I
jewelry.
got lucky.
Great.
It don't
Yeah.
happen.
It
I got
happens.
lucky.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, I'll go to that guy I haven't been to the regional market in months because my car's shot, but I used to go every Sunday and I'd pick up a box and I'd fill the box full of whatever he had on that table. And he'd say $20 every time. I could have 5 things. I could 500 things in that box. It's $20 every time. And then I can turn that $20 into depending on what he has, usually a lot of money, but I
Right.
haven't been in a while. I have a
All right.
snowball.
Let me remind everybody, if you want to give to the Hodgepodge
Oh,
place,
yeah.
I do have stuff in the buy it now, and it's dirt cheap stuff. It's dirt cheap. I don't think I have anything over $10 in there. I don't think. And if you do, look at here. There's a buyer's giveaway of this micro mosaic.
Snowball.
Micro mosaic is free, 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 free. So anyhow, I had to plug that. All right. All right. So who? You all right?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Darren said, "Run the snowball." I have one of those. That you can buy those snowballs at like Kohl's or whatever, and you can throw them in the house. I found one. So I made a snowman out of it. It's just
You do
squishy.
what with them? You throw them?
Yeah, they're like indoor snowballs. You can have a
Oh, I
snowball
got
fight
you. Okay.
now.
It's not something you get mad at throw it, right? Not got that thing.
Right? No, it's squishy. It's not gonna do anything. It's like a stress ball.
Who would you say your influencers are when it comes to
Um,
reselling? That is.
I am not a good. Yeah.
Good
So
take five.
it's funny you say that because I have never watched an influencer. I told you I never watched YouTube. I've never
Right.
watched YouTube. Still haven't. I need to try. I need to start. The other day, Philly Flipper came into my room and was like, "Hey, talking to me." And I was like, and then he made a comment. He's like, "Can you believe she doesn't know who I am?" And I was like, "I'm gonna now." So then I looked him up and he's an
Who?
influencer, YouTuber, Philly Flipper. He's a YouTuber. Never heard of him.
Let me write it
But
down.
right, but he's a reseller. So I was like, okay. So then I started watching him, and he goes to garage sales and he flips and he resells and whatever. You send him over. Thank you, Darren. I love you. So I haven't really, the only one, I would say the only, okay, two influencers that I watch there, yeah, Philly Flipper, that I watch now. I mean, I watch him now. Our Trends Are Trash. I started when I first started Whatnot, he came into one of my comic book shows, and then I watch him live thrift, and then I watch his social media. And then I also thrifted Home Co. and Baby Got Brass are two that I watch on Instagram. Like, I'll watch every one of their, and since they are verified on those platforms, I'm gonna say that those would be my influencers that I watch. But I never watched any kind of influencer until just recently, until I'm trying to do the same thing. So like now that I'm trying to be an influencer, I'm like, okay, what do I do? Who do I watch? And those are three that I watch, but I never watched anything. Bougie Jen, thank you for the gift. Um, Commonwealth Picker. Okay, Commonwealth Picker. So, so when you talk about influencers, I never watch influencers. I have, however, seen every single episode of Storage Wars. I've seen every single episode of American Pickers. Like, I've watched that for 20 years. So that would be where I would have been
Right.
influenced from or learned anything from.
See,
Would be
I never watched YouTube. I mean,
yeah,
I watched YouTube to figure out how do you change the alternator in a 1963 Plymouth Valiant, that
yeah,
kind of thing. But I never watched YouTube when it come to thrifting or anything like that. I mean, you sound like me. You kind of picked this up and did it your own way,
right.
and you were very successful in doing it. I'm
Thank you.
extremely happy for you. Um,
Yeah,
Shout
American
out to
Pickers.
American Pickers. I watched American Pickers too.
Lisa was good too. I'll have to look that up.
I think American Pickers, in my opinion, is a lot. Well, maybe near the end it was kind of staged
Oh yeah,
because
now yeah, that I would say I watched it. Well, I haven't had cable in 7 years, so when I watched it was more, it was a long time ago when I used to watch them. But same thing with Storage Wars. Storage Wars when it first started, you could tell. I hear after
shameless
this.
plug.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
guys.
heard the Hodgepodge Place is good at you in YouTube too. When I first started watching Storage Wars, it was more organic. Like, you could tell they didn't know what they were doing and they were finding weird stuff. And then it became really staged, but it was still fun to watch. But you could tell. But I learned a lot from them. Like, I don't know anything about anything. I learn from you guys every time. I'll lift something up and they'll be like, Christine, that's a blah 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 from 1930, and that's where then I'll be like, oh shit, here, $5. So I learn stuff from you guys all the time.
Let me tell you, in my opinion, who the best researcher is on Whatnot.
Let's hear it.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
She's my mod. Afternoon Antique Co.
After.
Oh yeah,
She shushed you before you even said it.
She knew what was coming. I mean, I will do this. I will hold something up and go, I just picked this today. I really don't know what it is. Let's look at looking up, and next thing you know, across it, it's a such and such and such and such. They did such and such and such and such, and your comps are this amount. I'm like, wow, how'd you do it that quick? But she does, and the cool thing, I got to give a plug out. Y'all, please follow my mod after the T code. She's an amazing person, and free research. She thinks like me. She don't care that you ask questions. She wants to help, and that's I love it, and I think that's what built the Whatnot community is the fact that people helping people. There is plenty of room out here, guys, for everybody. Everybody. Critter shops. Don't forget to say she's hot looking. You can say that, Critter. I'm a married man, so I gotta be careful.
I can say it. She's hot looking.
There you go. There you go. But she's just a great person. I'll talk about that. All right. So no influencers, kind of like me. Now we're gonna get into off subject. She says stop. We'll stop. Off subject. Tell us about your family. I know you're proud about your family, your kids. I know you are. So tell us about them.
I have 2 children. They're named Cole and Emma. Cole is 16. Emma is 14. Oh my kids. Those
There
are
they
some.
are.
Those are my babies. Um, uh, Cole is. This was us today. I don't know, making me cry. This is us today. They kicked me into the back seat because Cole just started to drive. So now I am officially a backseat rider. Well, Cole drives and Emma's in the front seat. So we went to my dad's today. Today was my brother's birthday. We went to my dad's today. We had steak. It was delicious steak on a charcoal grill. Because it was my youngest brother's birthday. He turned 26 today. But yeah, I have 2 kids, Cole and Emma. They're amazing. Yeah, those are my kids. Rude. What's rude?
Proud
Making.
mama. Proud mom. I get it. I do. And you
Yes.
know, there's nothing wrong with being a proud parent. Nothing wrong with bragging about your kids, especially if you're blessed and have good kids.
Oh, for
And
sure. Yes.
and every time I hear stories of people that are struggling with their children and kids getting into trouble and stuff, I feel for them because I truly I am so blessed to have the boy. I'm a dad of 3 boys. I'm a dad of 3 boys. My oldest is 29. Yes, I'm dating myself. I'm an old guy. And then I've got my middle son. He's 22. He's getting ready. And first, let's go there. My oldest son's 29. He's been married for a while. He got my 2 grandbabies. Atlas is the youngest, just turned a year old, and Maverick is pushing 3.
Oh, I love those names.
Yeah, the names are awesome.
Yeah.
Maverick and Atlas. Atlas
Maverick and
Cruz.
those are the
Atlas
coolest
Cruz.
names.
And Maverick. I feel bad now. I forgot his middle name. I don't know. Oh yeah, I do. Maverick Luke. Maverick Luke.
That's awesome.
Named after his dad's middle name. So they're my 2 grandbabies. My oldest son, Austin. Then my middle son's is Jackson. He's 22. He's actually he's the one doing the he's making up Gumby. We don't know. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. And my middle son, Jackson, he's on here on Whatnot from time to time. He started off with his name is Jax Fit, JAXFIT.
Oh, I follow him.
Do you?
He's the one that did the Squishmallows not
Yes.
too long ago, right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I follow your.
Yeah, I think he's changed his name to Jax Sells Vintage or something like that. But he's buying storage units now and he's selling at the flea market. And to him, the instant gratification, the quick turnaround, the money right there, because of course he don't have his 1,000 sales. It takes a while to get it, and shipping and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he has a regular job too. So right now for him, the flea market is good.
Yeah.
And then my baby, he's 20. He's 20. Yeah. His name's Kason, and he played college soccer for a year. And then he decided to stay out. He's working as assistant manager at a car wash, which is pretty cool, and making good money. I was like, what the heck?
That's awesome.
But he just posted pictures of his girlfriend on Instagrams, and it was asking, it might be Instagram official. I was asking him, is it IG official? So anyhow, so that's fun. Your baby just turned 30, right? We're getting old, friends. We're getting old. Not you, but we are. What the heck, right? So
not the mama.
That's you know the story about Jen's not the mama?
No.
You know the story? All right, you ready? Here we go. I'm gonna introduce y'all. If y'all are not following Boogie Jen and the Faza, Boogie Jen is the Faza's daughter. Okay? Not the mama is Boogie Jen's stepmother.
Oh.
Therefore, not the mama. Okay, here we go. See? It's kind of cool. They're a great family. They are a great family. I love them. I love them to death. And so her name is Kathy, and I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think she was her mama from a young age. So it always was Jen, not the mama. So Jen, Boogie Jen, not the mama. So that's how Kathy got her name. So
that's pretty.
It's cute.
Cherry bomb.
All right, so here's something for you, and I'm not gonna keep you too long. I know you got stuff going on, and you're taking time out of your day for us, and I appreciate that. Um,
Yes, Back to the Future. I sell nothing out of my marketplace. My marketplace is loaded right now if you want to go shop it, but um 99% of the stuff I sell is live. But for the same reason that I'm not successful on other platforms like eBay, because I don't take good pictures, I don't write good descriptions, I don't have good titles. Like live, I can show you everything. Look, this is a snowball. I stabbed it with a toothpick. I've been playing with it nervously for the last hour and a half. Like I can show things live and sell them, but I don't sell a lot in marketplace or out of my buy it now because I do not do it well. I've had people, Far Bubbles one, she sells a ton out of her marketplace. I don't think she goes live anymore because she sells everything out of her marketplace, and that's because she treats it like eBay and she writes good descriptions and has good pictures. So it can be successful. It's just not how I am successful. It's
so
not what I
you're
do.
just gonna be just whatnot and high
Fish.
bid. That's what you're doing.
Correct. That's it.
Gotcha.
Yes. I did sell two things on eBay last week, one for 99 cents, one for 9.99. Two
There you
cars.
go.
That was
There
it.
you go.
I don't spend a lot of time. Honestly, I think I have like maybe like 10 things listed, and it was just because they were things that I didn't sell here that I thought I could bring money in, and clearly I did not. So
All right, so everybody has goals, right? Everybody has goals. Whether they proclaim the goals or not, everybody has a goal. So my question to you, not to be whatnot, but in general, what are your short-term goals and your long-term goals? When I say long-term, everybody has like a 5-year plan, right? 5 years from now.
yeah.
That's a long
Um
time for me anyhow.
my short-term goals right now would be able to make enough money to purchase a reliable vehicle. That would be a good short-term goal. Monetarily, my short or non-monetarily, my short-term goal is to go to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is a goal that I set that I would like to hit by June is my goal. That's a very
You
lofty,
can
like
do it.
that's I'm gonna have to do a
You can
lot
do it.
between now and then. Dear Liza, yeah. There's a hole in my so that's a goal that I have between now and June. My 5-year goal would be to be able to so my kids will be gone within that time. In 5 years, I would still like to be doing this. I would like to shift my business more into like a my flip and van life, like a traveling and selling. I would like to be have a home here. Hey, beautiful, how'd your show go? Oh, I got a text message. Or be able to like to rent a van, rent a car, drive around, travel more, sell from other places, and then come back.
I've got
The kids
someone
are not.
asking. I got someone asking on YouTube. What is your YouTube channel? Her YouTube channel on YouTube is TheHodgePodgePlace.
Thank you
So
for
I tell you,
asking.
let me type it in my YouTube chat here real quick.
I'm gonna try to pull it up. Good night. Thank you. Talk
H
to you
O
later.
D G E Hodge Podge Place.
And is open to a sister wife. I'm in. I'm a good sister wife. So I'm also right now doing a like kind of a challenge on Instagram. I started it on Thursday. So if you follow my Instagram, you'll see this follower contest. I am posting videos every single day between now and Thursday with like clues and hints, and I've started to write riddles. And on Thursday, if you follow my Instagram, my subscribe to my YouTube, and follow me on Facebook, I will ask you riddles on Thursday, and you're gonna get like exclusive offers, exclusive coupons, and some big deals for the whole month of April. So I'm doing that as kind of an incentive to follow along, to subscribe, and to interact. Interacting being one of the
Oh,
biggest things, but they're
you
gonna
just
be
got
like
one
you're gonna have
more.
to figure out the riddle. Like I'm writing riddles based on my reels, so you're gonna have to like pay attention.
Oh, you just got one more YouTube subscriber just now. So there you go.
Thank you.
So that's how it
I
works.
love
That's
you.
how it works. That's how you,
Yay.
and that's how, guys, that's how you grow. It is. That's how you grow. You got in with YouTube, it's the same as whatnot. You support other YouTubers because it doesn't, all right. If I have 1,500 and you have 1,000, we're not battling each other. We're
Right.
not. We're not battling each other. It's not about that. It's all about really camaraderie. I mean, I use my hands a lot. Sorry about that. But it's about people helping. I know what I'm saying right here. Go, don't do it, Gumby, don't do it. It's about people helping people, and
Yeah.
I, I, I think, the world has lost that
Yeah.
in general. The world has lost that, and I'm gonna jump on my soapbox for a minute, guys, and say, listen, don't worry. The best, and one of my YouTube shorts I put out there, the best way to lift yourself up is to lift somebody else up.
I agree. I think that that's why I spend so much time on Thursdays trying to give back to the platform and trying to support. I do not understand. I will never be in competition with any of you.
Nope.
I am always ever just battling myself.
Right. Right.
But I will never understand that mindset that there's not. I don't think I've ever seen you sell anything that I've ever even seen in real life. Like this is such a good community, and the only way to be successful is to support each other and to grow. And I think the better you do here, the better I'll do, because you're going to bring, like, just like that as a prime example, you're on YouTube and you got me a follower. Like, that's what we do, and that's important. And I think that we don't do that enough. This community is better than any community I've ever seen. The Whatnot community, way better than other communities, but it's still a work in progress, and I don't
It's a
understand.
big work in progress. You're right. Oh, just purchased what a necklace. That's cool.
I love mint chocolate chip ice cream.
And guys, remember, this is up for grabs in a little bit, guys. Up for grabs is the buyer's giveaway if you want to gift to Hodge. But what was I saying? Yeah, I lost. Gosh, squirrel. Crap. What was I saying? We're talking about other communities. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about buying and selling. Oh my gosh, what's that?
Darren sent these to me from France. If you don't follow Thriftworks, everyone follow Thriftworks. He sent me these snacks from France. I ate the entire bag in like 2 hours and then wanted to puke. They're the best things I've ever eaten.
Ooh, I like that.
I would pay $60 for just 85 more bags of just this. They're delicious. Highly recommend.
What do they taste like?
They're like, he kind of said they're like Laffy Taffy, but I feel like Laffy Taffy is more like fake tasting. They taste like real, like they're sugary, but they're like real candy. I don't know. They're delicious. They're fruity, chewy candies.
Chewy. They're not hard candy. It's chewy though, right?
They're chewy, yeah.
I like chewy stuff. I don't like hard candy.
Oh my god, those are so good. They're the flavor. Like you chew them and you're like, and then they're so good. Tastes like fruit.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. Like you talk about us selling the same stuff. I mean, we sell the same stuff. We sell paperweights.
Yeah,
we sell,
but it's like
we sell glass. We sell whatever. So at the end of the day, if you're selling something much like mushrooms are huge. Well, we're huge. They're no longer huge.
Right? What happened to them? They died.
Right? Mushrooms died because my biggest thing when I first come on the platform is I was known for mushrooms. I have light up mushrooms. I had string light mushrooms. I had glass mushrooms. And they sold like crazy. But now I can't give a dang mushroom away. So I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, if you're selling them and I'm selling no real mushrooms. Hey, the best way to keep mushrooms? Y'all know the best way to keep mushrooms? Don't give them away. I know. But yep, that's one of my dad jokes. What else we got? You guys got any other questions out there, hon? Guys? Any questions from the chat? Any questions on YouTube?
I'm so excited. I need to figure out how to live stream on YouTube. Dee said she made a video on how to do it. I need to watch it. I made a shipping and packing video because people asked me to, and I posted that, but I got to start posting my shorts. But I need to figure out, how do you get your hair so perfectly wavy? Oh, I wash it sometimes.
I just wash it. Oh,
it's not washed
currently. I thought you were talking to me.
Dry. I wash it sometimes and it gets real curly. Buy something from Hodge and the chance to win. Thank you, Bougie Jen. Yes, if you buy me something, you can win whatever Gumby's gonna give away.
Yeah, I'm gonna give.
Or you can buy it for yourself. You don't have to buy it from me. You can buy something for yourself out of his buy it now.
Micro Mosaic.
That's
Right
pretty.
there. I'm gonna give that away. We've only got
Who's
8.
on your Who's on your next vibe tribe? Who's your next person?
My next Vibe Tribe, I think I got 2 scheduled. I can't remember which order. I've got the Red Rooster coming. Y'all know the
Oh,
Red
I love her.
Rooster? I love the Red Rooster.
Me too.
And,
She's
and
great.
yeah, and I've also got Candyland Curiosities lined up.
Those are awesome. I'm excited.
So
Those are two
I'm not
great.
sure. I can't remember. I don't remember the dates or who's first or who's next. I think Rooster's next. Candyland's next. Candyland's next.
You had a 50-50 shot.
I did, and I blew it, just like that. Boom, out the window. So yeah, Candyland's cool. Oh, I know what we could talk about Springfield.
Yes.
Springfield. I've never been. I've never been to Springfield, uh, Ohio. I've probably been there, but I've never been to the big market in Springfield,
Yes.
Ohio. So tell me, you went last year, right?
I did, but I went to the one in September last year, which
Right.
I heard
Okay.
better than the one in May. Well, not better. I heard the one in May is bigger, but it's more expensive. So we'll see. Honestly, it was amazing. I ate a whole bunch of food. If you go watch my Instagram and go back all the way to last September, you can see all the cool food I ate. But they Whatnot sponsored it. So Whatnot had a booth and we did like a train in the Whatnot booth, and there were
Oh,
Whatnot employees there. So Whatnot Kevin, Whatnot Andrew, and Tiffany, the vintage curator, were all there,
right. Right.
and they were recruiting people and walking around. There's like 2,000 vendors, antique vendors, and what we did that day was we walked around, we found items and to sell, and then we brought them back and sold them live that day. But people source. I had to rent it, so I flew there last year and rented a car to drive home because I bought so much stuff. So it was amazing. It was lots of fun. There's thousands of people, and yeah, raise your hand if you're going. I'm super excited to be going this year and meet a whole bunch of new people and see a bunch of new people. Last year I was super weird and sketchy and I was only there a couple hours, but I did get to meet a vintage pit and be our guest. Follow That Bug and Rosario and Kentucky Mom and a bunch of other people I'm sure I'm forgetting, but it was amazing. It was so much fun. So I'm looking forward to that this year. It's great. Whatnot France sponsored food. Yeah, exactly. Send me some food and I'll put it
Yeah,
there.
I'm so looking forward to going. The people I know that I definitely will be meeting will be the Moody Mommy, who won Battle of the Best last month. Not last month, the one before, with her ephemera. Afternoon Tico and her husband's going to be there. Who else is it? Yes, we're getting
I want a
T-shirts made.
t-shirt.
Yes.
I want a t-shirt.
Oh no, this is going to be with because we got a group of 4 that are kind of going to be there together. We'll have all our
That's fun.
logos on the back. It's going to be cool. We'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture once we get up here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's going to be so cool. But we're all getting a what do they call them, Airbnbs or whatever.
Yep.
We're kind of sharing one. Um,
So
I was kind of an afterthought. They go, you can have the couch, Gumby. It's a pull-out couch. It's a pull-out couch.
so we're going Cherry Bomb Vintage and Ho to the Mo, No Junk in These Trunks, and Michelle's Deals and I are all getting a Airbnb. So I'm super
Cool.
excited about that. Ho to the Mo and Cherry Bomb Vintage actually live next to me, which is funny. We didn't meet until we went to California, and I'm like, we live an hour away from each other. We had to fly to California to meet each other.
That's crazy, isn't
But
it?
then Michelle's Deals and No Junk in These Trunks are flying from California to Ohio to go to this event. So, and
So
we're
then,
renting a haunted house.
now, no jokes in Vegas, right?
She's outside of Vegas. I think she's in California, just like not far from Vegas. She's not
Huh?
in Vegas anymore. Yeah, she's in like Washington or Oregon. She's above California. Oregon?
Did it?
Washington?
Did
She's in
she?
Washington.
Did she move?
Yes.
Oh,
Like
she
a year
moved.
ago.
Okay, she
Yeah.
moved to Vegas. Okay, I got you.
Seattle. Thank you. She's in Washington. Yeah, she's in Seattle.
Hey, Gabby. But yeah, Gabby, you
Yeah,
gonna
it's gonna be a
come?
haunted house.
Gabby needs to come.
Yeah, there's a pull-out couch.
But
I know.
yeah, we're
So
gonna
I
be
think a
there.
lot of people, honestly, I think there's going to be like 100. I know of probably at least 50 people that from
Yep.
Whatnot that are going. And I volunteered. I don't even know that I have a room in this house. I just like invited myself and I volunteered everybody to come stay there too. I was like, do you want to come stay with us in this haunted house? You want to, let's camp outside. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm don't talk to me about anything because I don't actually know anything. I just want to invite everybody. Everybody come. We'll figure it out when we get there. That'll
That's
be fun.
fun. Well,
I
we're
haven't bought
gonna
my ticket
do,
yet.
and guys, if you're interested, me and Kylie are putting on a train after uh, Springfield. We're calling it like a Springfield show and tell. So what we plan on doing is, if you want, it's not going to be a big, hey, we're going to try to sell a bunch of stuff. What we want it to be is to be a time where you get on there and say, here's pictures of the people I met and this kind of stuff, and just a reminisce. And because a lot of the people on the train may not be the same people that you met. I mean, you may have a group of people, Hodge, and I have a group of people, and they have a
Right.
group, but we all get on the same train to talk about it, and come to find out, well, maybe we did see each other and we didn't even know who you were. So I think that's the biggest thing we need to have, is this big old things around our neck that says, I am the Gumby Man, or I am the HodgePodgePlace, or I am so so we know who's who.
It's funny you say that because so like people are going to recognize my face and your face because they see our face a lot, right? But a lot of
Right,
people who do shows on here or watch us don't we don't know what they look like. They're behind
right,
the camera or they don't.
right.
So I like a vintage pit. I had only seen a vintage pit a couple times and I was like, "Hey, you're going to have to find me." So she was just screaming. Like she's standing there. She's like, "Hodge, Hodge," until I came to her because I was like, "I'm not going to know anybody. You're going to have to see me and yell for me." And then I wandered around aimlessly for hours by myself until they just screamed my name and found me. So I suggest that if you are going and I don't know if we don't know who, just yell to us, just say, just tell us who you are or you find us because we want to see everybody and we want to meet everybody. We just don't know who everybody is.
Right. I would think a good idea, and I don't know if it's feasible or not, because everybody has different schedules when they get there. I get that. Be a good idea if we could figure out maybe an hour at a particular spot in the thing where all of the whatnot sellers can meet. There you go. Yeah,
Um,
giant ice cream cone.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure Whatnot is gonna have a booth, and that is the best. That was where, like, if we got lost, like, I would walk around by myself for an hour, and I'd come back to the Whatnot booth. We like that was and it was right in the middle, and it was right by the giant ice cream cone. I would get ice cream, and then I'd come right back to the booth. But it was a good way to have like a center base type thing. I'm assuming they're doing a booth again, but I haven't asked. I meant to ask Tiffany. I don't know if they're doing it again, but
Was it
if they
last year? They did
don't.
in September, though, right? This is
Right, it was
May,
in
so
September. But in September, like I think it went so well that they were talking about they were going to make it bigger. So I'm hoping that meant both times, but because they have that flea market once a month, but they have two big events, which is this extravaganzas, one in May, one in September.
I'm gonna tell you something that After Antique Co and I are talking about is a little competition. A little competition. We can't bet, right? We can't bet, but something that we're looking at is uh, picking a. It's going to be picking a $5 item, the best $5 item, and one night just selling just one item, picking one item, one $5 item, and selling it. And the one that gets the highest amount for it or whatever, hey, pretty coin wins the whole caboodle. We're working on something, so we'll try to get you
Yeah.
in the loop on that. It's gonna be neat if we can do it. But again, there's so many people to try to organize that it's tough.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't organize anything for that exact reason. So I think even if you did something, I love that idea, but maybe it can be like a kind of a spur of the moment type, like schedule it.
Yeah,
And then whoever shows up at that time gets to do it. Like 20 people show up, 20 people get to do it. We're doing it one right after, that type of thing to try
yeah,
to, but not to try to pre-schedule it because it's like herding cats. So you're
yeah.
gonna if you
Right,
try to get me to pre-schedule something when I'm on vacation, I will probably not see you the entire time because
right.
I'm a runner, one, and I went to we went to
It's a conspiracy.
California. We went to the Long Beach flea market or whatever in California. Every time I would find people, I would walk away and then I wouldn't find them for hours. And I was just walking around like I was lost for hours. I didn't know where anybody was. I saw D for maybe 5 minutes. Eventually, I was like, "Please don't leave me. I need a ride." Like I was just, I'm a runner. I walk away. I'm a squirrel all the time. So I'm hard to corral at times.
That's
So,
like
but
me in
I'd
a
love to
flea
do it
market.
if I'm there.
Me in a flea market. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh! If
I'm
you if
gone.
you you got to
Gone.
hang with me because I'm not waiting on you.
Yep.
because I'm gonna go and I go. There's a flea market here in the area that I go to a lot, and I just started going live there on YouTube just a couple times, and it's hard to do it by yourself though. It's hard to do hold the camera, talk, and look and pick. So what I normally do, I go pick. I make my rounds once. I make a round, pick off the low hanging fruit, right? The whole that I'm going to buy and put it in the Jeep. Then I go around with my camera. It's not quite the same, but that's kind of what I do. Um, and I lost my train of thought again. Dag nabbit. All right.
Yeah, I don't live. I don't go live anywhere in public because of my anxiety. I can't. I like get so uncomfortable. I don't even like videoing. So that I've been working on that. But if you will see all my videos, they look super sketchy because I'm just like this, like secretly, because I'm just get weird. I'm working on getting better, but I don't do well like trying to do it while I'm in public. So, but I would love to be able to go live in Fleet because I like to watch that kind of stuff. Like, and I love those are my favorite shows to shop too. Like when people live thrift, I love live thrifting shows. I love like to go to a flea market that I because I don't have flea markets around here. If I could shop from you live at a flea, I would love that. So I want to be able to do that, but I'm just not. I'm not good. Doing it in public is bad. Yeah, I'm not good at it yet. I'm working on it, but I'm weird. I can't even ask people like I don't know. I can't even ask for discounts on things, let alone ask if like video them or anything. I get sketchy.
I remember when live thrifting was hitting its peak. It was like last summer. It was hitting its peak. If I remember that, and that was the thing to do. And that's back when I wore the wig. Um, so I actually, when we went to my family, I went to Florida for on vacation, and we had some time alone because when we go to family vacation. I'll go off on my own. My wife will go off on her own. The kids will go off on their own. But you got to have that because you need space. Well, my thing is because they don't care nothing about going thrifting or picking. And I'm in Florida. I'm in a new place. I'm gonna go find something.
For
I mean
sure.
that's
Yeah.
what I do. So I went to this one place, this small little antique store, and they had nobody in there. Had nobody in there at all. And I talked to her. I said, can I go live in here and try to find some stuff? And she said, yeah. I said, now let me ask you this question: do you have Wi-Fi? And they actually let me on their Wi-Fi, which was very beneficial. I went back to the car and got my wig. And she looked at me like, what the heck is going on here?
That's
But yeah, it
funny.
was weird. It was weird. But now, had it been a busy place full, I don't know if I would have done it. I don't know if I would
Right.
have done it.
That's awesome. I wish I'm going to get to the point where I feel less
It
even
takes,
not even just not even live thrifting, but videoing it.
yeah. Well,
But yeah.
now you can video and edit. That's what I've got to
Yeah.
work on.
Yeah.
That's what I've got to work on. I've got to learn. Now you edit your videos and you do a lot of work. I see your editing.
I
Um,
try.
I need to work on that because I don't edit anything. I'll take a whole video and I may on my shorts I may shorten the beginning of it, shorten the end of it, or something like that. Hey, a day in on YouTube, and but for the most part, these longer ones that I see all these YouTubers do, they they take the videos, they splice them. Like, oh wait, one of my favorite YouTubers, I don't know if y'all heard of him or not, is Mikey Bags of Money.
I'll have to look them up.
Mikey Bags of Money. He's on Whatnot as well, but he's in Vegas. And I actually met him when I was in Vegas. He's a cool guy. And anytime I come into his live streams, he gives me a shout out. Anytime he comes to my live stream, I give him a shout out. So again, it's the camaraderie on YouTube. We're not worried about, oh my gosh, he's this big YouTuber. I mean, I think he's got 12,000 subscribers or something like that, I think. And here
Awesome.
I am on my little 1,500. But he makes good videos. And
Right.
he'll show you, I found this in Goodwill. And next thing you know, on his video, it pops up and it shows the item on eBay and how much a sold comp on eBay pops up, and it's just really cool stuff that he does that I have no clue how to do that. No clue.
So I don't either. And that's how I just looked to see if he's live, and Philly Flipper is live on Whatnot right now. So maybe we can head over there and you can check him
Okay.
out.
Okay.
YouTuber that I watch, and he does that with garage sales, and it's the same thing. The editing is incredible. I want to ask him, and it almost looks like he has a camera like attached to him
He
as
probably
he's
does.
walking yeah, and he's walking around, and then as he's picking things up, and it'll have the sale come. So I can't imagine how much time he spends editing videos. Obviously but he said that's his full-time job. So I mean, if it's your full-time job, you're gonna put some time and
Yeah.
effort into it. But my full-time job, but it just seems so hard because it's hard for me to just snip it and do. Yeah, for sure
Yeah.
he's got to
The
have a GoPro.
GoPro. Yeah.
Um,
Because when I met Mikey in Vegas, he had a GoPro right here. I
yeah,
walked up there. As
yeah,
soon as I walked up, he goes, "Hang on a minute," and started filming.
yeah. Does too. His camera is attached to his chest. Yeah, that's how this guy was too. It was interesting to watch
Yeah.
because I never watched it before. I never seen that, so I was like, how does he do that?
Yeah, and
I need a
I never did
GoPro.
either until
Yeah.
I started my own YouTube channel.
Yep. Me too.
So, well, guys, if y'all have any more questions for Christine? If you're not, we could probably find. Well, actually, I got to give this away. Last chance, guys. Last chance. If anybody wants to get in to buy it now, buy something for Christina. Buy something for yourself. Last chance to get this absolutely free micro mosaic pendant. It doesn't have a back to it, so that's why I'm thinking it's a pendant. It's got the filigree. I was assume you put a small chain through that because there's no loop or nothing on there, but it is a micro mosaic. So last chance on that, and we'll give it about 5 minutes if anybody wants to jump in. If not, we'll give that away. Then we'll head over to
Oh, that's a beautiful name. I love that name.
Hazel Kristen. Hey, Hazel Kristen.
I love the name
That's
Hazel. It's
pretty.
so pretty. This is the calmest I've ever seen. Yes, I am pretty
Me
calm.
too.
Well, it's 8:30 at night, and I'm on my couch, so I feel like this is my calm time. This is my bedtime.
All right. So I tell you what we do. Kylie is Peter running right now? If he is, yep. I'm tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna I tell you what I've been celebrating Peter's Second Chances 1 year anniversary, whatnot anniversary. So
Yay!
we're probably gonna run over to him. He's on right now. He's a cool guy. But let's give this away. I'm gonna run this for 5 minutes. If anybody wants to jump in, you still have time to do it while it's running, if you want to. But it's a buyer's giveaway. But once you buy stuff, you get in. So here we go. We're gonna start the giveaway. We'll run it for 5 minutes, and then we will rate over to Peter Second Chances. We'll start the giveaway right now. It's running,
Darren
friends,
likes
up there.
Darren likes calm Hodge. He likes when I talk like this, and I'm mellow.
Guys, there's nine sales, only 3 in the giveaway. So if you know anybody that bought something, tag them.
I am. I try Harmony Right. I feel like I do. Yeah, if you're not following me on other platforms, I'm doing that contest right now. But I try to do different things. Battle of the Best sign up is up. Thank you. Ho to the Mo just text me that Battle of the Best sign up is up.
Yep.
But this was my first month of Battle of the Best. So and KGen actually. There's only a few slots left. Where do I gotta go? On GYG.com?
Yes, go now.
I didn't did you get us? Yes. What are we're having a secret conversation. I can see your secret conversation. Don't know what you're talking about, but I can see it. It's not secure. OMGYG.com.
.com, yep.
Oh, there she is. Okay, how do I sign up? YouTube. Where is it? No one else go. Hi, Cherry Bomb. Tell your mom I said thanks. I'm going right now to do Battle of the Best.
GYG.com. You go there, you'll hit very top next to the right, Battle of the Best. See it?
Okay. If I knew I'd have signed you up. Yeah, I know. Sign me up. Sign up for a 10-minute slot. Click here to secure your spot. Sign up genius. Okay, let's see. What is it? What day is it? Sunday the 28th.
Sunday the 28th.
I'm gonna have to go at like midnight. This is not good. I usually wait for someone to back out. Honestly, that's the only way I get in any of these trains is she messages me.
At 3 hours.
Person backed out.
3 hours for Eastern. At 3 hours for Eastern.
Oh crap! Good call. All right. So if I do it at 2:30. So there's only 5:30 at night. What day is this? A Saturday?
Sunday. Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, I could do Sunday night. Listen, we're
Yeah.
killing it on
There you
Sunday
go.
nights.
There you go.
All right, I'm signing up.
Yes!
Look at me. So excited. So excited. Where do I want to sign up? I want to sign up as early as possible. 2:10. Thank you for watching me sign up right now. The Hodgepodge Place. First name, the. Last name, Hodgepodge.
It'll ask you for your username, your
I know.
whatnot name.
But every time I do that, the person will message me and be like, "Can you put your new username as your thing?"
Really?
And so I just do it for both now. I do it for my
Wow.
name and name. That way, there's no question who I am. Who's Christine? Don't know her. Just Hodge. Okay, I signed up.
Ta-da! Success.
All right, I'm on at what time am I? I didn't even look to see what time. I just picked the first time. Smart. Okay.
I don't even know. I don't even know what time I'm on.
Save the thumbnail. How do I find the thumbnail? April 28th. Someone remind me. You know how often or how many times you guys have to remind me to post a show?
Thumbnails on
Also,
our website.
Hi ho, I'm signing up for Battle of the Best right now. Thank you for texting me. Thank you. Save the thumbnail, moderators. Okay, how do I see what time I signed up for? If I
Go
click
back.
on the
Go back to your sign up genius.
Okay. Thanks for teaching me how to do things, guys. Appreciate you.
No worries.
You guys are the best.
It'll be
All right,
in
if I
your
sign
email
up
too.
at 2:10, that means it's 5:10, right?
Correct. Eastern. Correct.
Killing it.
Christine does math on Gumby.
Christine
on
does
channel.
math. All the best. 28th, 5:10. I usually sign up for the wrong time anyway, and then OMGYG will text me and be like, "Hey, can you please put the right time?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh, when you actually schedule your show, you mean?
Yeah, every time. I think I mess up every time. Sorry.
Yeah, it's only and how much time's left? Let's see here.
4 people in the giveaway.
4 seconds left. Here we go. 2, 1. Who's gonna get it? ACHAND 100. Congratulations on that. That's coming your way, friend. That's coming your way. I appreciate y'all. Who is ACH?
AC Hands. Oh, yay! Thank you for being here. She's always with me, so I must have brought her. Yay!
There you go. There you go. That's the way you do it. That's the way, like Gumby said, that's the way you play the game, friends.
I love
tell
it.
you what, Christine, thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.
I
guys,
appreciate you.
I love this community. Had a good time. We're gonna go raid Peter Second Chances. It's his 1 year whatnot anniversary. Show him some love. Stay for a few minutes. Help him celebrate. Thank you, Boogie Jen. And help him celebrate, and then do what you got to do. I love you guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Good night. Thank you.
Let me bust you out of here. How do I do that?
Don't know.
Say something in the chat if you don't mind. Just say hello.
Hi. Oh, look, I have a co-host thing. You can raid with her?
Oh, can I? Oh, well, too late. Hey, we're going to go to see Peter, Second Chances. Let me find him real quick. There he is right there, 28 in his room. Let's go say hello to Peter. And let's go now. Peace out. Gummy man.